Good morning, students. um, Nowadays, we are studying the lesson The 100 Dresses, Part 2nd. And in our previous video, we had known that after the letter was read by the Miss Mason in the classroom, after that, Maddie could not concentrate on her studies. She had not objected to Peggy's making fun of Venda. Her silence was worse than Peggy's mocking behavior, and she thought that she was a coward. And Peggy had never thought that she was doing something wrong, but Maddie knew it. Still, she did nothing to stop Peggy, and then she felt that she was helpless. But then she wanted to make some changes, and she wanted to do something different. She no longer felt afraid of Peggy then, and she thought of going to Venda's house at Bogan Heights, and she decided to go there to meet Venda, and to say she wanted to say her that she was the best girl, and she's a very good girl, and she won the drawing competition, and she wanted to say sorry to Venda. And now the next para, we will start the next para. What happened after that? When school was dismissed in the afternoon, Peggy said with pretended casualness, "Hey, let's go and see if that kid has left town or not." And when the class was dismissed, when they come out from school afternoon, the Peggy said very um, casualness that she said that, hey Maddie, let's go and see if that kid had left the town or not. So Peggy gave the suggestion to go to the Bogan Heights, while the Maddie also wanted to go there. So Peggy had the same idea. Maddie glowed. Maddie was very happy because Maddie was also thinking to go to Bogan Heights, and then Peggy suggested her to go there. So she became happy, and Peg was really all right. She said. The two girls hurried out of the building up the street towards Bogan Heights, the part of the town that was such a forbidding air on this kind of November afternoon, drizzly, damp, and dismal. And those two girls started to go to the Bogan Heights, and the part of town that were such a forbidding air. Forbidding means unfriendly place. That is. On this kind of the November afternoon, the drizzly, damp, and dismal. You can see the meaning of damp and dismal, wet and sad. Here expressing a state of hopelessness. So there is a hopelessness in the air of that Bogenites, that surrounding. Well, at least, said Peggy gruffly, I never did call her a foreigner or make fun of her name. I never thought she had the sense to know we were making fun of her anyway. I thought she was too dumb and gay. Look how she can draw. And Peggy said, then she said that I never did call her foreigner. That she now she was saying that she never call her a foreigner. Foreigner means because she was the Pole and the Polish girl. Polish girl means they came from, they migrated from the Poland, so they called a foreigner. They were not Native Americans, so they were foreigner, Venda. So Peggy said that I never call her foreigner or make fun or her name. She only said that how many dresses Eddie. So she said that I never thought that she had the sense to know we were making fun of her anyway. She thought that she was too dumb, too foolish, too stupid girl. and look how she can draw. And she was amazed. She was surprised. Peggy was surprised that like a dumb girl, a dumb girl like Venda, and how she can draw that beautiful dresses, those beautiful dresses. Maddie could say nothing. All she hoped was that they would find Venda. She wanted to tell her that they were sorry they had picked on her, and how wonderful the whole school thought she was, and please not to move away, and everybody would be nice. She and Peggy would fight anybody who was not nice. And but Maddie could not say anything, and Maddie thought that she hoped was that they would find Venda. She hoped that they would find Venda, and she wanted to tell her that sorry, and she wanted to tell her sorry for making fun of her, and she wanted to say Venda that how wonderful the whole school, and they were thinking about Venda, and Venda had won the drawing competition, and everybody would be nice for her, and she wanted to say that she would promise to Venda that she and Peggy would fight with anybody who was not nice with Venda, who will not nice with Venda. So she was thinking all these types of things. The two girls hurried on. They hoped to get to the top of the hill before dark. And before going dark, they wanted to go there, and so they hurried on. I think that's where the Petronskis live, said Maddie, pointing to a little white house. Wisp of the old grass stuck up here and there along the pathway like thin kittens. And Maddie said that I think that's where the Petonskis live, said Maddie. And when they reached the Bogan Heights, Maddie said that I think that were the Petonskis' house. And she pointing towards the White House. A wisp of old grass stuck there. Wisp means the bunch of grass. A bunch of some grass were on their house here and there along with the pathway like the thin kitten, and they those old grass, those wisp of old grass, those bunch of grasses was looking like a little kitten on the way. The house and its sparse little yard looked shabby but clean. At the house and is sparse. Sparse means very little. And the house and it's a very little yard looked shabby but clean. It reminded Maddie of Venda's one dress, her faded blue cotton dress, shabby but clean. There is a match between the dress of Venda. She wore that blue dress with the with the that house and yard. So that was shabby, that was little but clean, like her dress she would wear. There was not a sign of life about the house. Peggy knocked firmly on the door, but there was no answer. She and Maddie went around to the backyard and knocked there. Still, there was no answer. And they reached there, and there was no sign of life because nobody was there. And the Peggy knocked the door firmly, but there was no answer. The Maddie went around the backyard and around the house, and they knocked from the back door too, but still there was no answer because they had already left the that Bogan Heights, their house. And after that, there was no doubt about it. The Petonskis were gone. How could they ever make amends? And it was clear that, and there is no doubt that Petonskis were gone. and they thought that how could they ever make amends. Make amends means to show that one is sorry by doing something good, and they wanted to amend, they wanted to change their behavior, and they wanted to say sorry for their previous act. So now how could they ever make those types of amends? And they turned slowly and made their way back down the hill, and they came back from there. Well, anyway, said Peggy, she's gone now, and so what can we do? Besides, when I was asking her about all her dresses, she probably was getting good ideas for her drawing. She might not even have won the contest otherwise. And Peggy said that she has gone now, and what they can do then, they could not do anything. Besides, when I was asking her, and she said that she had won the drawing contest, but there is Peggy's contribution in that winning. And what the contribution? She said that when I was asking her about all her dresses, she probably was getting good ideas. She said that she probably get ideas of making so nice dressing and drawing when Peggy asked her questions about dresses, that how many dresses have you silk dress or velvet dress, and have you this type of dress and that type of dress. So she got idea, and then she draw the pictures of dress. So she thought that in her winning, she had contributed. Peggy's contributor was also there, she thought. And the next paragraph. Maddie turned this idea carefully over in her head, for if there were anything in it, she would not have to feel so badly. But that night she could not get to sleep. She thought about Venda and her faded blue dress and the little house she had lived in, and she thought of the glowing picture those 100 dresses made, all lined up in the classroom. Maddie turned this idea carefully. Maddie did not think about that idea of Peggy, and she would not have to feel so badly. So she was ignoring that idea. But that night she could not get to sleep. Maddie. She thought about Venda every time, and about her faded blue dress and their little house where she lived. And she thought of the glowing pictures, those 100 dresses. She thought about those pictures she had made, all lined up in the classroom. At last, Maddie sat up in the bed and pressed her forehead tight in her hands and really thought. And then Maddie sat in the bed and pressed her forehead tight in her hand, and she thought hard. Really thought means she thought hard. This was the hardest thinking she had ever done. After a long, long time, she reached an important conclusion. After thinking a lot, she at last um, reached an important conclusion. And what was the conclusion? Uh, she was never going to stand by and say nothing again. So she thought that, and she decided that, and she decided that with determination, that she will never go to stand by and say nothing again, and she will not be coward again. She will stop someone was if someone doing like the Peggies. If she ever heard anybody picking on someone because they were funny looking or because they had strange names, she would speak up, even if it meant losing Peggy's friendship. She had no way of making things right with Venda, but from now on she would never make anybody else that unhappy again. And it is the determination of Maddie, and Maddie took a decision, and with the determination, and she said that if ever heard anybody picking on someone, she said that if she heard anybody making fun on someone, and because they were funny looking or they have the strange names, so she would speak up. She would not keep quiet. She would speak up. She stopped them. She will stop them. Even it meant losing Peggy's friendship. If she lose the Peggy's friendship, so she lose that. She had no way of making things right with Venda. She had do nothing with Venda, and Venda was not there, so she could not do anything. But from then on, she would take a decision. She take a decision that she would never make anybody else that unhappy again. So Maddie stand up with a determination, and she took some decisions, that okay. So now it is the end of today's lesson, and these are the four questions you have, 1 2 3 4. The first question, second, third: what excuses does Peggy think up for her behavior, and why? And the next: what are Maddie's thoughts as they go to the Boggin Heights when they were going? And why does Venda's house reminds Maddie of Venda's blue dress? Why there is a comparison? And the last one is the fourth question: what does Maddie think hard about on her bed when she was in her bed? What important decision does she come to? What important decision she took? So write about that decision. Okay. So it is the end of today's lesson, and the next paragraph we will study then in the next video. Okay. And it is the time of हिंदी समरी. ओके. तो हमने इसमें पढ़ लिया था कि किस तरह से वो वेंडा के बारे में सोचते हैं, और फिर वो डिसाइड करते हैं कि वो वेंडा के घर जाएंगे, बॉगिन हाइट्स जाएंगे. और जब स्कूल डिसमिस होता है, स्कूल की छुट्टी हो जाती है, तो ऐसे ही कैजुअलनेस में पैगी कहती है कि ज़रा हम देख के आएँ, वहाँ टाउन में देख के आते हैं कि वो गई है वहाँ से कि नहीं गई है, अभी बॉगिन हाइट्स में है या अपने घर चली गई है, कहीं और चली गई है, शहर चली गई. और यह सुनकर के मैडी बहुत खुश होती है, क्योंकि मैडी भी वही सोच रही है. मैडी तो पहले से ही सोच रही है कि उसको बॉगिन हाइट्स जाना है, और आज पैगी ने भी कह दिया है, तो उसको साथ मिल गया. अब दोनों लड़कियां जो है वो बॉगिन हाइट्स की चढ़ाई पर, पहाड़ी पर ऊपर चढ़ती हैं, वहाँ जा रही हैं, और वो देखती हैं कि वहाँ का जो पूरा एटमॉस्फेयर है बॉगिन हाइट्स का बहुत ही डिस्मल है, डैम्प है, गीला है, दुखी, सैड लगता है. और ऊपर चढ़ते समय फिर वो पैगी कहती है कि मैंने कभी उसको फॉरेनर नहीं कहा, मैंने उसके नाम का कभी मजाक नहीं उड़ाया, मैं तो केवल उसकी ड्रेस के बारे में उससे पूछती थी, और क्योंकि वो 100 ड्रेसेस बताती थी, इसीलिए मैं गेम्स बनाती थी उसको कि झूठ बोल रही है. और ऐसा पैगी सोचती है, और पैगी कहती है कि मैंने कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि उस जैसी बेवकूफ़ लड़की जो है इतना सुंदर ड्राइंग बना सकती है. और वो सरप्राइज है इस बात पर. मैडी कुछ नहीं बोलती है. मैडी यही होप कर रही है कि काश उसको वो वेंडा मिल जाए और वो उसको सॉरी बोल सके, और अब जो उन्होंने मजाक बनाया है उसके साथ वो उसको सॉरी बोल सके उस बात के ऊपर, और वो ये बता सके उसको कि पूरा स्कूल उसके बारे में अब क्या सोचता है, और हर कोई उसके प्रति बहुत ही नाइस है. अब हर कोई उसके टैलेंट की प्रशंसा कर रहा है. और वो कहती है, वो ये सोचती है अपने दिमाग में कि पैगी और मैडी अब उससे लड़ जाएंगी जो वेंडा का मजाक बनाएगा. तो इस तरह से वो सब सोच रही है, और वो चाह रही है कि काश हमको वेंडा वहीं मिल जाए. और इस तरह से दोनों लड़कियां फटाफट चढ़ती हैं, क्योंकि अंधेरा भी होने वाला है, उससे पहले उनको वापस भी आना है. वो कहती है कि मैडी कहती है कि शायद एक घर की तरफ वो इशारा करती है जब वो वहाँ पहुँच जाते हैं, और एक वाइट हाउस की तरफ इशारा करते हुए कहती है शायद यही पेट्रोन्स्की का घर है, क्योंकि वहाँ पर कुछ घास के गुच्छे लगे हुए हैं और दूर से रास्ते पर ऐसे दिखाई दे रहे हैं जैसे कि छोटे छोटे किटन्स बैठे हैं, बिल्ली के बच्चे। और वो घर का जो छोटा सा आंगन है वो शैबी तो है, लेकिन क्लीन है, साफ़ सुथरा है। और उसको याद आती है मैडी को याद आता है वेंडा की ड्रेस, जो ब्लू ड्रेस वो पहनती थी, कि वो फेडेड तो है लेकिन वो साफ रहती थी, क्लीन रहती थी। वो कॉटन ब्लू ड्रेस पहनती थी, वो फेडेड होती थी, उसका कलर उड़ गया था, लेकिन वो साफ़ सुथरी रहती थी। तो उसी चीज़ से उसको ध्यान आया कि ये घर भी लगभग वैसा ही है, तो यही उसका घर होगा। और लेकिन वहाँ पर किसी के रहने की कोई निशान नहीं मिल रहे थे कि कोई वहाँ है। पैगी ने ज़ोर ज़ोर से दरवाज़ा खटखटाया लेकिन किसी की आवाज़ नहीं आई। मैडी भी उस घर के चारों तरफ गई, पीछे की तरफ गई, और पीछे के दरवाजे को भी उसने खटखटाया, लेकिन कोई आंसर वहाँ से नहीं मिला। इट मीन्स वो वहाँ से जा चुके हैं। और अब कोई डाउट नहीं है इस बात में कि पेट्रोन्स्कीज़ वहाँ से जा चुके हैं। अब मैडी सोचती है कि वो कैसे अमेंड करेंगे, कैसे उसको सॉरी बोलेंगे, और कैसे उसको बताएंगे कि उसने ड्राइंग कॉन्टेस्ट जीत लिया है। आ, और इस तरह से फिर वो वापस आने लगते हैं। जब वहाँ कोई नहीं मिलता तो पहाड़ी से नीचे उतरते हैं। नीचे उतरते समय पैगी जो है वो अपने आप को सही साबित करती है और अपना अपना भी योगदान बताती है कि उसकी विनिंग में, उसकी जीत में। वो कहती है कि मैं उसको चिढ़ाती थी, मैं उसको बोलती थी कि तुम्हारे पास ऐसी ड्रेस है, वैसी ड्रेस है। जब मैं ड्रेस के बारे में उससे क्वेश्चंस करती थी तो हो सकता है उसको आइडिया मिल गया हो कि वो ऐसी ड्रेसेस बनाएगी। तो वो ये प्रिटेंड करती है, ये दावा करती है पैगी की वेंडा की जो जीत है, वेंडा ने जो कॉन्टेस्ट जीता है या उसने जो ड्रेसेस ड्रॉ की हैं, उसमें पैगी का भी योगदान है, उसका भी कंट्रीब्यूशन है, क्योंकि उसी ने उसको आइडिया दिया होगा क्वेश्चन करके। तो मैडी इस बात को टाल देती है और इस पर कोई रिएक्ट भी नहीं करती है। और वो उस दिन, उस रात को जब घर चले जाते हैं तो उस रात को सो नहीं पाती है। और वो हर बार उसको कभी तो उसकी वेंडा की ब्लू ड्रेस याद आती है, कभी उसका घर याद आता है जिसमें वो रहते हैं, और कभी वो पिक्चर्स याद आती हैं, जो ड्रेस के पिक्चर्स उसने बनाई हुई हैं, जो क्लासरूम में टंगी हैं। और मैडी सो नहीं पाती है, और वो फिर वो बेड पर बैठ जाती है अपने सिर को पकड़ करके टाइट अपने हाथों में, और बहुत हार्ड सोचती है, बहुत देर तक सोचती है, और एट लास्ट वो एक कंक्लूज़न पर पहुंचती है। फिर वो कुछ डिसाइड करती है और एट लास्ट एक निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचती है, और अब उसकी आंखों में डिटर्मिनेशन नज़र आ रहा है। अब वो कहती है कि वो अब स्टैंड बाय नहीं रहेगी। अब माना अगर वो किसी को देखेगी कि कोई किसी को चिढ़ा रहा है तो वो चुप नहीं रहेगी। अब वो कावर्ड की तरह बिहेव नहीं करेगी, कायर नहीं रहेगी, वो बोलेगी, वो अपोज करेगी। अब वो कहती है कि अगर वो देखेगी किसी को कि कोई किसी को पिकिंग ऑन कर रहा है, माने किसी की मजाक बना रहा है, तो वो उसके नाम को लेकर के या उसको लेकर के किसी भी तरीके से अगर कोई किसी का मजाक बनाता है तो वो बोलेगी, चुप नहीं रहेगी। और यहाँ तक कि अगर उसको पैगी की फ्रेंडशिप भी तोड़नी पड़े तो वो तोड़ देगी। यहाँ तक वो डिटर्मिनेशन है, ले लेती है, मतलब डिसीजन ले लेती है डिटरमाइंड होकर के कि वो उसको पैगी की फ्रेंडशिप भी अगर टूटनी हो तो वो भी टूट जाए चाहे, लेकिन मैं बोलूँगी। और इस तरह से वो कहती है कि मैं वेंडा के साथ तो कुछ नहीं कर पाई, वेंडा के साथ जो गलत हुआ उसमें तो मैं ठीक नहीं कर पाई, मैं चुप रही, मेरी गलती थी, लेकिन अब से यदि किसी और के प्रति ऐसा हुआ तो फिर वो बोलेगी, वो फिर चुप नहीं रहेगी। तो इस तरह से आज का ये वीडियो यहाँ पर कंप्लीट होता है। और ये क्वेश्चंस मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ, 1 2 3 एंड 4th क्वेश्चन इधर है। ये 4 क्वेश्चन आपको करने हैं, आपकी बुक के ही क्वेश्चन है। यही आपका आज का होमवर्क है, ठीक है। तो आगे जो भी इसका पार्ट बचा है वो आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हो जाएगा, नेक्स्ट 1 या 2 वीडियो में ये पूरा हो जाएगा। ओके, थैंक यू।